Hello, I am Karma Cobweb, and this is tonight's episode of the Karma Cobweb Show. So tonight, I wanted to give a shout out to my friend Mauricia, and she is the owner of Delicious Designs by Mauricia. And I don't know if you can see it, but I am wearing one of her necklaces tonight. She has fabulous jewelry and it's always $5. She does have some nicer jewelry, like it's a little bit, more glitzy, has a little bit more to it. That's $25. But for the most part, her jewelry is $5. And I will have a link in the description below to her website if you're interested in checking out her supplies of, her necklaces, jewelry. She has bracelets, necklaces, rings, and, everything is they, them, it's for everyone. So tonight, I'm going to go first over the cards that I pulled this morning, and then we're going to take a brief break, and then I'm going to go and you choose some cards for tonight. So, let's start with my moon and flower deck. So I actually pulled the same card that I pulled last night, which is, the word is power, and it's the Queen of the Night. So yeah, that's kind of cool that I pulled the same card again. And, for my animal oracle deck, I pulled, the deer. That's what the card looks like. And so the message from this one is take note of the messages in whispers and secrets adrift on the breeze. So I guess that kind of makes sense. So I mean, like the deer, they're always on, alert, because, they're a prey animal. So, yeah. And then I pulled another card that I've been pulling a lot lately of. So it is the Queen of Pentacles, and it's reversed. So, what that can indicate. So the Queen of Pentacles, so the card, is showing a pig, and she's kind of, in her element, like she has all her stuff around her, but it's not like real stuff, it's kind of like fake, stuff, but that's kind of what the card's supposed to show. But what the card can indicate is financial independence. It can also indicate loss, so I'm hoping that it goes more towards the financial independence side of, something for me. And for my moon card deck, that's what your card looks like. I pulled step out of your comfort zone. So I am kind of stepping out of my comfort zone. I'm usually a very private person, so starting a YouTube series and kind of having all of that is kind of a new thing for me. So, yeah. That kind of led me to wanting to do another spread this morning because I had some extra time. So I did a moving forward spread. So there's lots of different spreads that you can do with tarot cards. You can also do them with oracle cards. And, they just ask questions. So what you're going to do when you're shuffling the deck, or if you're doing a reading on someone else, you're going to shuffle the deck, and then they're going to kind of interact with the deck. Like they'll, shuffle a little bit too. But, so you're just kind of putting the energy, and you're thinking about the questions that you're asking the, oracle cards or the tarot cards. So, the first card in the spread is the card to represent your current state. So the current state, apparently, but the card I pulled is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So that can, indicate that you're, overcommitted to something. It can also indicate disorganization. So, yeah. And then number 2. So, what am I moving towards? So, I got the Ace of Wands, and it was reversed. So, like I said before in the other video, reversed, so it has 2 meanings. So it can mean, this means one meaning, this means another meaning. So the reversed, an emerging idea, offers opportunity to grow. So that's kind of exciting, so that's what I'm moving towards. So I'm moving towards growth. So that's pretty exciting. Then the next question that, is asked with the spread is lessons to be learned. So I had the Knight of Swords, and that was upright. It wasn't reversed, so it was upright. And that can indicate ambitious, action-oriented. So the Knight, yes, very action, going to war. So that was the lesson to be learned. So and then number 4, now this card kind of scared me a little bit. So how will this lesson help me grow? So it's the Ten of Swords, and it is upright. So what that can indicate is painful endings. So endings, maybe the painful ending is a, like I said before, saying goodbye to, my privateness. Like, I am a very private person. But I can't grow if I've never put myself out there. So maybe that's what that's indicating. And, usually with, the way the cards are, you can kind of figure out kind of where they're going. Like, the fortune tellers, job is to kind of take the knowledge that they're receiving from whatever type of divination that they're doing and analyze how that content is coming to them. So the next card that I pulled, which is number 5, and it's how will the lesson hinder me? So, how will the lesson hinder me? So, overwhelmed by choices. That was kind of the main thing that stood out to me from that card. If you're really into learning how to read tarot cards, a great website is BB Tarot. All tarot cards that are not oracle cards are based off, the original tarot card deck. I have that. You know what I mean? I don't really like to use that one because the pictures are kind of like, I don't know, like they're not bad. It's just, there's other decks that kind of have more exciting, jazzy pictures. I like animals, so, and this is my other deck I have. I use a different one. The one that I use, for every day is my animals one. But, sometimes when I want to analyze things more, sometimes I'll use a different deck just to, do it. Sometimes I don't. I just felt like I wanted to use this deck. This one kind of has like spooky, like moon and, they kind of remind me of like Coraline a little bit, like the people, because they have like buttons in their eyes and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So like I said, this is number 5. So overwhelmed by choices. So yeah, I mean, there are a lot of choices for me right now. Getting into the drag entertainment kind of industry. I have lots of choices of directions I want to go in, and I'm just kind of trying out this idea. And let me know what you all think about this idea, of me kind of being a spiritual, person on YouTube. And, I don't think I've ever seen anyone do a kind of I mean, I've seen lots of people do, this kind of stuff, but I've never seen really anyone that's maybe like in drag do it. So kind of fun, maybe. I don't know. But so yeah, that's what the five, or what is it? The Seven of Cups represents in reverse, is overwhelmed by choices. So the final outcome is the Four of Wands, and it is also in reverse. So, and that leads to personal celebration. So, that was the words that kind of stood out to me, because it can mean a few different things. But in my general kind of the way everything was laid out, that's kind of what it seems like it would indicate to me. So yeah, personal celebration. So maybe I'm moving towards something that's kind of fun, and a new chapter of my life that might be kind of fun to explore and grow and stuff. So yeah. So I am gonna record part 2, and then I'll put it all together. So yeah.